Hey guys, what's up? Spider Seamer, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make your very own World of Warcraft private server public so everybody can play on it. And so this video was requested a very long time ago and still being requested for me. And here I am going to do it so far. I finally said I will do it so people can finally know how to do it. This is being, requested from so many people. And so anyways, so in order to do this, you must have a World of Warcraft private server. I'm assuming that you already have a World of Warcraft private server. To have a WoW private server, the link is in the description box below for another video of mine. It's called How to Make a 3.3.5. That is the latest Lich King version of World of Warcraft private server. Anyway, guys, so let's get straight into it. Let's just cut the chit chat and let's get straight into it. So I made a list right here, just so I don't mess you guys up, to know how to do this. So first of all, the first step here, there are only 4 steps, by the way, as you can see. So the first step is they need to go to noip.com. So let's just get straight into that. And this is really easy if you know the steps, which this video will show you how. Now the last part, port forwarding, that's the hard part. If you've already tried that before and did not work, then just try to keep up with this video and you'll know how to do it. So anyways, go to noip.com. And you have to sign up there. That's just how it is. And once you've signed up, sign in, and I'll show you what to do in a minute. Alright guys, so here we are, noip.com, and if you don't already have an account, click this green sign up button. But I already have an account, so I'm going to click on my account, and then it's going to tell me to sign in again. And here it is, sign in. And so once you've signed in, click on host/redirects, and then click on add a host, and then name your host name whatever you want it to be. For example, I'm going to name mine Spider Scene because that's how people know me for, or what they know me for. So this one, it has to be servegame.com or else it will not work. Here it is, servegame.com. Must be servegame.com. Check DNS host and remember this IP. It's already going to show it to you later on. And so click on add a host or add host. And here it is. Here's your IP again. And anyways, so once you're done with that, just keep this web browser or web page open and just minimize that, and let's look at the list. So the second thing is host. Now I'm gonna try to run through this fast so you guys don't really have to take too much time on this one. So to get to your host folder on your computer is that you have to go to your C drive, open up Windows, System 32, and then open up drivers, etc., and then hosts. You're going to open that up with Notepad right here. And then you shouldn't see this. This is because I already tried to. Anyways, for you guys, you shouldn't see this here. It will be blank for you guys. There's some other stuff in there. Just delete that, or if it's blank, then good for you guys. So in here, you want to go back to your web page and copy this URL, this IP address, sorry, and go to this host folder, paste that in, make one space, and then go here and then copy your servegame.com thing, your domain. This is also going to be your realm list, by the way, so copy that, then go back here, paste. Now the second part that you need to do is that you need to go open up CMD. If you're on a Windows XP computer or below, which by now nobody should be on that, but if you are, and just open up Run, and then open up CMD. And if you don't, and if you're on a Windows 7, 8 Vista computer, then just type in CMD, and there it is. Point is, get CMD open and then type in IP config. That's IPCONFIG. Enter. There you go. Now scroll up a bit, and then you're going to find this, your IPv4 address, and that's right here. Now you're not looking for this one because that one's a totally different IP address. You're not looking for that one. Look for the wireless LAN adapter wireless network connection. Point is, it has to look something like this and not like that. So remember that, and mine's is 192.168 1.1.7. I've done this for way too long, so I understand this. I mean, I memorized it and stuff like that. Oh, wait, messed up. 129, I think. Yeah, 129. So after that, you want to type that in again, or just paste it, and then your host is ready. Just close and save. So you can also close this if you want to. We don't need that anymore. And so here you go. You can also close this page. So let's see what's next on the list. Alright, your repack configs. And so basically in this one, all you need to do is go to your World of Warcraft private server repack or core, basically to your server itself. And then in this video, we're going to be using ArcEmu, but the point is that you have to go to your configs for it. So here, open up your Logon Conflicts. If you're using a Trinity server, for people who don't know what I'm talking about, ignore what I'm about to say. If you're using a Trinity server or Mangoes or anything else, instead of ArcEmu, open up, for example, your off server, your off world, stuff like that, all those configs. Point is, for this one, I'm just going to show you an example on ArcEmu. But anyway, guys, let's go back to how to make your server public. So here you're going to scroll down, then you're going to look for the, you opened up the logon, you're going to look for the listen host, and so you're going to change this 127.0.0.1, all that stuff, to become your own IP address, which we remember it was, let's just double check. I already know mine, but just to show you guys what it is. So open up CMD, and here you have IP config. So remember this one, 192.168.1.9. That's mine. Remember yours, your IPv4. So here I'm going to type in mine, 192.168.1.9. That's mine. Everybody has a different IP. Anyway, so here we are. Just paste it on the host and the IS host. And so you also want to scroll all the way down and change all this. Your 127.0.0.1, change it to yours. Same for the bottom part, and keep that /24. So close, save, open up the optional, which I don't think you have anything in there to change, and no, you do not. So open up your realms folder, and then here you see logon server address. You're going to change that to yours, and scroll all the way down, and here's going to be your WoW server name, but I'm just going to put mine as WoW server. And put this as this, and keep your 8129 and that semicolon. So keep that, and then close and save. Open up your world folder, and this one is not too much to change. You see this listen host? Yeah, change that, and I don't think there's anything else you have to change, and there shouldn't be. If there is anything else, don't change it. Click on save, and then your configs is ready to go. So let's check what else is on the list. Your port forwarding. So here we go. And before I get to do that, I'm just going to double check that the configs all work out with the server itself. So I'm just going to test it out. I'm opening up the MySQL. Allow access. And if the MySQL works, then everything should be working. Well, mainly. So I'm waiting for this thing to open. Well, it should be. So here, ArcEmu. If the logon server works, then everything else should work. And here it is, success ready for connections. Everything works. So let's just close that. And so after doing, ignore what I just did, guys. You don't have to do that. You can if you want to. So the last step is port forwarding. This thing is, people say it's the hardest part, but it's really not the hardest part. It's a medium part. All you need to do is add some focus into it. So what you gotta do is you need to go open up your CMD again, and then you need to type in ipconfig, scroll up a bit, and then you need to find this, your default gateway, and then you can see your IP address. Now I already know my default gateway IP address, so here let's type it in. Open up your web browser. I use Google Chrome, and then type in your IP. Mine is this. So I'm going to hit enter, and then it's going to ask you to log in. If you haven't, here it is, log in. I'm going to be blocking some stuff. I might be laggy a couple times, but just for the sake of security stuff and safety, I'm going to be blocking some stuff. So anyways, so everybody has something different. Mine's will look like this, yours will look like something else. So let's just act like we all have the same thing when we really don't, but all you need to do is find your port forward. Alright guys, so mine's is basically all you have to do is just find your port forwarding. So mine's is going to be on the wireless part, and it should be somewhere on here. I have not used this in a long time. I think it's on advanced. Oh yeah, mine's is on advanced setup, and here it is, port forwarding / port triggering. Whichever one you find, click on that. Mainly find for port forwarding. So once you're in here, you're going to be able to port forward basically. So the first thing that you want to do is that you want to click on add custom service, or just add a port, add port forwarding, you know, stuff like that. Make sure that port forwarding is checked if you have something like this. Anyways, so add a custom service, that's for me. And then you want to pick one of your IP addresses. Mine's is right here, and I'm going to be blocking out some stuff again. So anyways, the first thing that you want to do is that you want to type in your service name. For me, I'm just going to type in WoW server. And then here, your protocol, you want to make it TCP/UDP. And so here, let's get into the ports. Now, I'm going to write it down on a notepad. Actually, I already have it written down. I'm going to just open that up. Alright guys, so here are all the ports that you need to port forward. Now basically how this works is that your external start port, you're going to type in the first port, which for me, just be able to put this all in one screen like this. Let's open that up. Alright, so the first port that you actually have to port forward is 8130, and then your external ending port will be 8130. It's based on this. This is your starting point port, and this is your ending port. So once you've done that, you select one of these, or you just type in your IP address over here. For me, it ends with a 9, so that's mine. And then you click on apply, and then you're going to see that here you see what you've port forwarded, and that should be your first port should be finished. Now we're going to move on to the second port. Now I'm not going to run through all the ports so I don't waste time, but let me just show you what to do. So your service name has to be the same. Mine is WoW server. Everything has to be the same, but except for the port has to be different. Now it's going to be 3724 to 3724, and then I'm going to type in 9 because that is my IP address, and you click on apply, and then ending port value should be greater than the equal port value. Okay, I typed this in wrong, so here you go, apply. And we're done with this one. See, it's all right here. So now we're done with the 2 ports, and now we're going to move on to all these. But I'm not going to do all this, but they should all be the same, or almost all of them, because as you can see here, for example, I'm sorry, right here, they're different ports, but just follow these ports. Now these ports will be in the link in the description box, sorry, not link, but they will be in the description box below. So all you have to do is, sorry about that, looking behind me, thought someone was there. Anyways, because never mind. Anyway, so things are getting confusing here. Anyway, so just port forward all that stuff, and then you can just close that. I'm just gonna close this, and then let's check the list. Oh, you're done. Okay, let's just add a step 5 surprise. Okay, yeah, it's done. All right. Anyway, guys, so yeah, you should be done. All you need to do is basically change your realm list. Yeah, I have to mention that. So you go into your World of Warcraft folder, and then you go to your data, ENUS, and then open up your realm list. Change it to whatever it was on your no IP. For example, remember on the no IP, we had, for example, spiderseam.servegame.com. I don't have to really go through that. You guys can do that. So set realm list, whatever your host name was, and then .servegame.com. My host name was spiderwasim.servegame.com, and then everything should work perfectly. And yeah, all you need to do is close, save. Your realm list has been set, and don't forget to actually open up your server. You need to open up the MySQL, the Logon server, and the world. So once you've done all that, you just go open up the World of Warcraft game itself, and everything should be good to go. Yep. So that's all you have to do, guys. You're done basically here, and that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Please do comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope this helped. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the other like button that's next to it, and share this video to anybody you want to share it to, everybody actually if you want to. And yeah, also give me a comment, tell me if this worked out for you, and anything, you know, really. So yeah, thank you for watching, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.